Good morning, LTE Eagles. This is the Eagle News, and I'm your principal, Mr. Noble. We start with a segment I call The Journey So Far. This weekly update is about how we as a community are moving forward with distance learning. We've now been in school 8 days, and these days have been focused on building a strong foundation for all the learning we will do together at a distance. Think of distance learning like building a house. Right now, we're making sure that the ground on which we're going to build that house is stable, strong, and able to hold up everything that we put on top of it. So during these past 8 days, you've been getting to know your teacher and your classmates. Teachers have been meeting with families and students to check in to make sure they're set up. And everyone's been working hard to make sure that each and every student can join Zoom classes and without any technical problems and be ready to learn. So there is much to learn this year, and making sure that we're all ready is an important step, and hopefully you're feeling more comfortable going to school at a distance and you're getting used to the new routines. Let's see where this week takes us. And now it's time for a segment called The Sunny Side. Little nuggets of hope, joy, and positivity. Because, there's a lot happening in our world these days, and some of it can be a little scary, a little sad, perhaps a little worrisome. But it's important to remember that there's still all kinds of things that are good going on in the world these days. This week, Batman has been spotted, but not in Gotham City, in Santiago, Chile. This Cape Crusader is spending his time feeding homeless families instead of fighting crime. The man, who has not revealed his identity, Bruce Wayne possibly, spends his day making about 100 servings of food, and then at night hops in his Batmobile and goes around the capital city to serve and deliver them to homeless families around the area. When asked about why he's doing it, he answered, "Look around you. See if you can dedicate a little time, a little food, a little shelter, a word sometimes of encouragement to those who need it." That was my Batman impression. Keep up the good work, Batman. And today we close with a growth mind moment. For that, we're going to go to scientist Mr. Noble in our science lab. Having a growth mindset means having the attitude and the belief that you are always learning and your brain is always growing. It's a way of thinking that acknowledges that life is a journey and every day you're learning something new. Always growing, always learning. That's a growth mindset. Now, when you make mistakes, which is an important part of having a growth mindset, it shows that you're learning something new. And in your brain, there are things called synapses, these little connections that operate with electricity. And when you make a mistake, they fire, zap, zap, as illustrated by these accented lines and this word zap. When we make those mistakes, those synapses are created and those connections are made stronger. Your brain grows with mistakes. And from that mistake, you learn what you need to do next. So remember, mistakes are part of growth mindset. There's a lot going on as we go into distance learning. You'll probably make a few mistakes. We'll all make a few mistakes, but know that those synapses are firing when that happens. Good for the brain. Have a great day. Go do some great stuff out there. Back to you, Mr. Noble. Well, that's it for this week's Monday Eagle News. Go out there, do your best. Remember, we're all in this together, working hard. Be patient, flexible, and show some love to the people around you. Looking forward to seeing you in your classrooms this week. I'll be popping in just to say hi, and let's have a great week.